Do you know what's on the other side of you saying yes to the scary thing? Right? Like, I, I hope we're all paying attention. I'm gonna drop the link in there to that video. But again, none of this stuff is new, y'all. None of this stuff is new. None of this stuff is things maybe you haven't heard. It's just reminders of why we're not where we want to be. Is it fear that's holding you back? And again, in all the areas, y'all, don't lock into like your job as the one area. I'm talking all the areas of your life. Like fear can hold you back from good relationships because you're afraid to have the right conversation, because you're afraid to have the uncomfortable conversation, right? Fear could hold you back from growing and learning because we're scared that we're going to leave people behind or people aren't going to accept us or we're not going to have our friend circle, right? There's all types of ways fear holds us back from getting to the life that we want. But that can't be you. That can't be us, right? You have to, she said it in there, right? Acknowledge the fear, but be willing to say yes, be willing to push past it, be willing to do the uncomfortable thing, be willing to step out of your comfort zone, be willing to feel the fear and do it anyway. That's the key, y'all, right? People that get to the life that they don't need a break from, people that get to their ideal life, it's not because they're fearless. It's not because they're not scared of anything. It's because they acknowledge the fear and they do it anyway. Fear, false evidence appearing real. It's not even real. It's not a real fear. It's not a, right? It's like the boogeyman in the closet when you're a kid, right? And what did your parents do? They like opened up the closet and was like, look, there's no boogeyman, right? The monster under the bed. Look, there's no monster under the bed. You have fears in your life that are the boogeyman. It's like, why are you scared of that? Why, what, like, there's nothing there. It's your fear. So you have to, again, acknowledge it, but be willing. Be willing to push past it. Second thing she said was take a bold step. The word she kept saying over and over again that I hope you guys picked up was action. These calls are great. Knowledge is great. Applied knowledge is the key. It's the powerful thing. It's the actions that you take after you learn something, after you get new information, after you understand, okay, this is what I should be doing. Then you go do it. You don't just think about it. You don't just plan on it. You don't just sit and write. You don't just wait, like she said, wait for the perfect time. Like you take action. You take action towards it. You take a bold step. She said confidence is built by doing. Confidence. If any of you are lacking confidence in an area, it's because you're not doing it enough. That's simple. If there's an area you feel less confident in, it's just because you aren't practicing as much as you need to. You aren't doing it as much as you need to. Right? Confidence is built by doing. Everything's based on action, y'all. Everything's based on like you actually applying the stuff that you're learning. Most people learn but don't apply. Most people know, but are they doing what they know? Are you doing what you know you should do in all the areas, in your health, in your relationships, in your finances, in your business, in your spiritual life? Like, are you doing all the things you know you should do? Confidence is built by doing. So that's my encouragement for you to do more. Progress over perfection. Progress equals happiness. It's not a matter of getting to the destination. It's just the fact that you're moving forward. If you've ever been in a position where you feel stagnant, you feel like, I don't know about, it's probably just because we're not making progress in areas. You're not seeing the progress. You're not seeing your finances grow. You're not seeing your relationship get better. You're not seeing your spiritual life get better. You're not seeing your health get better. You don't feel like there's progress. It doesn't matter if you've made it to the destination, if you've lost all the weight, if you've done all the things. It's do you see the progress? Progress equals happiness. Progress over perfection. Last thing she said was bold action leads to clarity. Clarity leads to confidence. Confidence leads to momentum. So again, taking a bold action. Again, I don't know what this is in your life specifically, y'all. A bold action could be waking up and going to the gym, like, because you haven't been there forever. Bold action could be after we get off this call to like call the person that you're trying to fix the relationship with. Like, that's a bold action. Like whatever that is, it's taking the next step. That's what she talked about. It's what Lisa Nichols talked about in there. Taking the next step, not the step all the way down there. Again, the action leads to clarity. The action leads to clarity, right? That's the way that it goes. So by you taking the step, then you get clear on what else you need. It's only by moving, it's only by moving that we then figure out what it is that we need to do next. By just sitting in the same spot that you are, by not taking action, you can think about the steps, but it's only once you start going down the path that you start realizing what your next steps need to be. But you got to take the first step. Again, I don't know what I'm speaking to in your life, but you got to take that first step so you can get some clarity on what the next steps are. But don't try to think of every step all the way down because you don't know it. You don't know it yet. You got to take the first one. Bold action leads to clarity. Clarity leads to confidence. Confidence leads to momentum. Confidence leads to momentum. 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. Number 83 says the great ones are masters of momentum. The great ones, the world class, people that design their ideal life, people that get to the life they don't need a break from. They're masters of momentum. So how do you master momentum? If you just take what Lisa Nichols told you, it actually starts with action because action leads to clarity. Clarity leads to confidence. Confidence leads to momentum. So, ergo, right? Action leads to momentum. Like if you do more of it, you'll build momentum through those steps. Just want y'all to understand, momentum is a big thing. Like you got to get the ball rolling. I had a mentor of mine who used to say, right, momentum is the hardest thing to get started, but it's the hardest thing to stop, right? Like as it goes, it's like the snowball effect. Like you start building the snowball, and as the snowball goes down, like the mountain or whatever the case, it picks up more and more snow. After a while, you can't stop it. You can't stop the momentum, but it's the hardest thing to get started. So here's what it says in the text. It says, the masses are oblivious. The masses are oblivious to the magnitude of the role momentum plays in the performance of emotional creatures. The world class knows an emotional creature on a hot streak can become a champion if the momentum lasts long enough. Momentum is a state of mind that ignites energy, enthusiasm, and passion. Say that again. Momentum is a state of mind, thinking. It's a state of mind that ignites energy, enthusiasm, and passion. Let me just pause there because I talk to so many people that are like, I'm not passionate about this. I'm trying to find my passions. Excuse the voice. That's just, those are excuses a lot of times because people don't understand the stuff that I know, that it's not, it has nothing to do with your passion. It has everything to do with your action. And once we don't understand it, like it says, the masses are oblivious to this stuff. You hear the same things repeated. You might have said the same things. You might have people in your life that say the same things. I just want you to identify what that actually is, right? So momentum is a state of mind that ignites energy, enthusiasm, and passion. A professional salesperson who thinks he is in momentum sounds and acts like a different person. In fact, emotionally speaking, he is a different person. The great ones use momentum to fuel their passion and transfer their beliefs to others. Okay? It says professional performers learn to control their emotions and create the perception of momentum before it technically exists. The great ones know if the perception of momentum is present, confidence and power will continue to increase. What did Lisa Nichols just say? While average people stumble into momentum from time to time, world-class performers create this emotional thought process from scratch. Again, momentum is a subjective emotional perception and therefore can be manufactured in the mind. The artificial creation attracts more momentum until world-class performers are rolling forward like a locomotive. The major distinction, average people wait for momentum to strike. The great ones create it on demand. Lisa Nichols just told you you can create momentum by taking bold action. So if momentum is this important, it can turn you into a champion. It can get you to the life that you deserve. Having enough momentum in whatever areas those are can get you to the life you want. So if we know we need to build momentum, Lisa Nichols just told us, well, it starts with taking action. It starts with taking that bold step. right? This is a decision that you make. This is a decision that you make in order to put yourself in motion. You might not know if you're going the right direction. You don't have it, you don't, again, action leads to clarity. Action leads to clarity. You don't know if that's the right direction. You start taking action down that path very quickly. Normally you'll see, oh, that's not, I'm clear now. That's not the right step. That's not the right direction. Let me go back this way. That's what'll start happening. But if you never take the action, you actually don't even know. You actually have no idea if that's the right way or that way's the right way or this way's the right way. You don't know. So my encouragement is first, take some action towards your goals and dreams. Take some action towards the things that you want to make happen. You might not know that it's right. You don't have to know that it's right. You have to do it so you can decide whether or not you can figure out. You're a capable human being. You're capable of deciphering and discerning whether or not this is the right path for you, but only after you do it. Only after you do it. And then if you realize it's not the right path, change it. If you realize the direction you are going isn't the right direction, go a different direction. That probably gets you right back to the top of what Lisa Nichols said is like, you're probably going to be scared to go a different direction. So you got to acknowledge the fear and then just be willing to go a different direction. Again, I'm talking to you guys because you are the ones that want to get to the life that you don't need a break from. Remember, this message is not for average people, for people that just are okay where they want to be and where they're at. That's totally fine. They can live their life. We love on them. God bless them. For us, like if you want more and like there's a life up ahead that you're really trying to get to, like you don't see yourself staying in the life that you're in right now in all the areas, in your health, your finances, your relationships, your spiritual life, like you don't see that, then you have to take heed to these messages. You have to know that like, okay, the fear is going to come and I have to be willing to do it anyway. Then I have to take a bold step. I have to like do the next step. And then that will create clarity. And that clarity, the more clear I am, the more confident I become. Once I get clear, I might have to take another action. I might have to go a different direction. I might have to stop things. No need staying at a job you hate just because it pays your bills. You're just scared. I know there's a consequence. There's a consequence to leaving your job. You don't have a paycheck. But acknowledge the fear. Acknowledge the fear. If this is draining the life out of you, if it's keeping you if it's the reason why you have to sleep all the time or you're depressed or whatever, if it's the job, then leave. Acknowledge the fear, be willing to leave, then take an action. Take a bold step. What's my next step? And then you'll get clarity. So you're not as worried. You're not as fearful because now you're in the process. And that clarity will then create confidence that you know what you're doing and that you can handle this life and that you can actually get to the life you don't need a break from. You start to build confidence, and that confidence builds momentum in you. And that momentum of like, oh, we're doing this thing, right? Then you start seeing the progress. Oh, the relationship is getting better. Oh, the finances are getting better. Oh, I am feeling better. Oh, I do have more peace. Oh, I do have more joy. Oh, I am happier. Oh, okay, got it. Now you want that. You want that a bunch. I was coaching somebody. This is just on the financial side. I was coaching somebody, and I've been coaching them. I'm coaching this couple for probably, I don't know, a little over a year and a half or so. And I'm helping them through their entrepreneurial journey. And they had a really good month this month or last month. They had a really good month, like financially, made like, close to $20,000, $25,000, something like that. And I've been coaching them through this stuff, and I've seen them not make any money, right? I've seen them make nothing and helping them, right, get out of debt and all this stuff. And last month they made 25 grand. And I talked to the husband, and he was excited because he was like, man, it's all happening. And he was like, once I saw all that money in the account, because it all kind of like came in at one time. He's like, once I saw all that money, he was like, I wanted more. And I started working more. That's the momentum that we're talking about. Now that's on a financial side. Like, man, once you realize, oh, I can make 20 grand, I can make 25 grand, then you start wanting it more. And you're like, oh man, let's do it. Same thing happens in your health. You lose 25 pounds, you're like, huh, man, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna lose more weight. I'm gonna get super healthy, right? It's the momentum that you need in order to get to the life that you don't need a break from. But it starts with being willing to take the next step. That's all. That's all, y'all. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? It's just the next step. So what's the next thing you got to do? And then, did you do it? Did you do the thing that you said is the next step? And if you have this mentality, this mindset that you will constantly do the next step, you will take action to do the next step, eventually you'll get to the life that you want. It's when we don't take action. It's when we just sit and think about it. It's when we just sit and ruminate on it and let our mind go and say, I wish I could, or what if I did, or what this idea or that. Nope. Action step. Action step brings you clarity, and then you'll decide whether or not that's the right way for you. So, my encouragement today is take that action step so you can start to build some confidence. So you can get this momentum. Here's this quote says momentum producers understand an important law of physics. Objects at rest have no momentum. Objects at rest have no momentum. They know the power of their thinking, planning, and action. Bottom line, momentum producers are hard to stop. Why? Because they're moving. They're moving. Here's the action step for today. Keep repeating this. I have massive momentum. Keep repeating that to you. I have massive momentum. Sometimes you just got to talk ourselves into it. I have massive momentum. Find different ways to program yourself with this message until you begin to believe it. Remember, the subconscious mind cannot make the distinction between what's real and what's imagined. So use this power of language to talk yourself into an emotional state of momentum towards your goals and take action. Take action today. As soon as we get off this call, it's like as soon as you log off, like do the thing that pushes you in the direction that you want to go in your health, in your faith, in your finances, in your relationships, in all the areas. Like do the thing and then take another step. Good to take one step, better to take two steps, better to take 100 steps, right? Just keep going. That's how you build momentum, yo. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve it. Your families deserve it. Nobody tells you. I'm going to constantly tell you. You deserve the life that you're after. You deserve to get there. Whatever you see up ahead, you deserve that. But now we got to work to get it. No one ever said it was going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. You just got to put in the work. You got to remember some of these things. You got to start to build momentum. You got to not not be scared of fear and be willing to just kind of step into it and take the next steps, y'all. All right.